both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bulldogs' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Florida State's offense will go on the attack first. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So Georgia's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly talented. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about it. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game, running the football now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs in the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Berry. Fires to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they're able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
And the Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone, and swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And that is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And, man, this one getting off to a slow start, trying to get some points on the board, and the dreaded doink. And listen, points at a premium right now because nobody scored. But, man, that was inches away from being really good. They're still tied 0-0.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's White. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Unloads quickly. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Gets it out fast. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
For the score.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's the handoff. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy, man. He is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the...
He's got it along the sideline. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Find his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down here for the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning on the Jets. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a...
He's loose. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Noles will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. He's got his man across the middle. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
A little screen to the running back. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. Georgia lining up to fire it away. Here's the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Leaves it with the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pick up there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. And he slides after picking up the 1st down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Connection to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete on the right side. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dome. Here's a heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Georgia sends out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The give to Davis.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. To throw, it's Dyer. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Here comes the heat. Wide open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Unleashes to the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. And here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, and the attempt is no good. That one may sting a little, guys. Instead of getting it down to 10, feeling good about things, still a 13-point lead. The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Going to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. They get to him as he throws. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, going up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Makes the grab on the shuffle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going up top again. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, they'll max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
It's complete to the left. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. Field goal is good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So now it's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Kick is in the air. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, out of space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Sperry. On target to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Calhoun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and force.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to blow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Noles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wideout. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
And it's like the defense knew on 3rd and goal. They're not a tackle in the middle. They're going to go to the outside. They run the touch pass, and they fly after it, fly upfield, make the tackle, and now it's decision time. 4th and goal. What you going to do, offense?
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Sam Houston. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working. They'll back up after the holding penalty. To the air, it's Dyer. Rush is on him. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And they try to push the ball down the field. You can tell they got 4 verticals, and the quarterback doesn't like what he sees. But, man, this is the part of the game, trailing, late. You got to make some plays with your arm. I know you can run, but the time is ticking. These little games is not going to get it.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for packs. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch him off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what,